Hello everyone, welcome to my cooking class. It's Jacqueline. It's Thursday, it's 3 p.m. on Pacific time. But as you can see, I didn't want to cook in the kitchen today. I wanted to enjoy the day, so I thought I'd get up early this morning so I could go golfing and show you how you can whip up a potato salad first thing in the morning and have it later on that day. I truly think that if you make a potato salad in advance, it tastes that much better. So what we're going to feature today is our creamy potato salad dressing. This is not pre-mixed. You've got directions on the back for making it. And we're also going to showcase our, come on, better than bacon as a topper. So let's get this started because this does take a little bit more time than our 20 minutes because we actually have to cook some ingredients. So what do we need? Well, let's first talk fun food fact information that you need to know to make a great potato salad is the type of potato you use. Now, if you can get little nugget potatoes, great, although they can be a little pricey. So if you're buying larger potatoes, do not get ones that retain a lot of water. No russets, okay? Do not use russets. I prefer red potatoes or the Yukon Gold ones. These are sort of the waxy ones. And the reason you want to get that type of potato is it does not break up and it binds, stays together. So you don't want mush, you want a nice potato salad. So what I'm going to do is I've got water in our multi-purpose pot. This is our larger pot. This is a 12-cup multi-purpose pot. You'll notice that it's got a pouring spout. It's got measuring graduations typed right in the inside. It's got a see-through lid, but most importantly, because we're doing potatoes, it's got a strainer. So we're gonna use this. You're gonna fall in love with this, I promise. I've had so many people that have bought these and literally retire their other cookware. So get it free or discounted as a host. Become an ambassador, host your own classes and get your product free or discounted every single time by the company. And we do have a promotion, by the way, where you can actually join the business for under $25 in the month of July. Start the car. Is that not amazing? So let's get started. Getting a cutting board, our ceramic knife. I don't want my potato salad being that large, so we're just going to chop these into manageable little bite-sized pieces. Our potatoes are ready. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the stove started and we're going to cook these up. How long do you cook them? Well, you're going to bring them to a boil and then you're roughly going to cook them for about 15 minutes, but we're going to check to make sure they're cooked. Our next component for our potato salad is eggs. Eggs are a great protein, and one of the things that I do is I keep eggs boiled and chilled in my fridge all the time, especially during the summer, because we can make a quick egg salad sandwich, we can add it to a salad, and today, of course, potato salad. Now, if I have had to cook these and let them cool, it wouldn't have made my prep as easy. So when you're buying eggs, I look at the expiry date, but here's how you tell which eggs are the best ones to boil for your egg salad sandwiches or just boiling them in the stove. You're going to put your eggs in water. If your egg sinks, this means your egg is older. I find that the eggs that are older are so much easier to peel. So I always have about 18 eggs in my fridge at all the time. So I never know which one's the older and the newer. So this is the test that I always do. So grab your eggs that are a little older that sink to the bottom, and you're going to boil them in your multi-purpose pot. I love them. I put them in, raise them to boiling, and then I turn off the stove and just let them cook in the hot water for 8 minutes. I find that that makes my eggs perfect. So this is what they look like. As you know, eggs have a hollow end where the air pocket is. So I usually find if I break them now and I break them at the end, they are very easy to peel. All right, so we've got our eggs. I'm going to put about 3 of them in here. Make sure that you do not have any shells on there. Ask me about the first time I baked a cake. Yeah, 1 egg white. You threw the whole egg in. It's a long story. Anyway, we've got our eggs done. We're just going to carefully remove all our shells so we don't get that in our chopping, and I will be right back. Taking our ceramic knife, we're just going to chop this up a little bit. Just going to do it in quarters, setting them aside. And we'll put these in our potato salad once the potatoes are done. So here's the fun food fact for you. Where did potato salad come from? Because it truly is a staple in the USA. So potato salad originally started in Germany. Yes, gosh, I have been to a German deli in Victoria and Vernon. Vernon was my favorite. There was a German deli that sold sausages, and their potato salad was absolutely amazing. Now in Germany, there's 2 different areas. There's the creamy potato salad, which is mostly in the northern, and lower down, there's the vinaigrette one. It doesn't matter how you do this, just know it's a great dish to have. Eggs are cooked, cut, potatoes are boiling, we're good. Time for us to make the potato salad dressing. So using a large or medium-sized bowl, I used our 4-cup prep bowl. We're gonna grab some mayonnaise and some yogurt. Now, I'm sure you've got a family recipe that you can use. I will tell you that the seasoning that I'm using is really well pulled together. It's probably the only seasoning you need besides pepper, maybe a little salt. Or you could use SPG. So these are our 1-cup prep bowls. You saw I had mayonnaise and sour cream. Directions for this, again, are right on the jar. So it actually says to use 1/2 cup of mayo, 1/2 cup of plain yogurt, and we're going to use our 4-in-1 spoon. We're going to go down to the 1 tablespoon in. Notice how it fits inside the jar. So we're going to fill this up, putting 2 tablespoons in the mix. Now, I'm a big fan of having tartness. I don't like a lot of sweets. Wouldn't you like to hang out with me? Because if I get offered chocolate, you could have my share. But when it comes to salty and savory, I'm all over it. So one of the things that I like doing, even though this has great seasoning, I like adding just a little bit of Dijon mustard. And you know that I'm a huge fan of capers. So we're going to dig into our caper jar. And I'm going to just grab a spoon out of here. Some people put pickles in their potato salad. It's up to you. You might not have capers kicking around the house. If you want to chop them up a little bit, you certainly can, which is what I'm going to do. because I want them dispersed throughout my potato salad, so I don't need a lot. I'm guessing I've roughly got a tablespoon here. And because I want a little color, why not, right? Using our spatula from our kitchen utensil set, I'm gonna give this a good stir. And we're gonna let it sit a bit, because the longer you let that sit, the more flavor is going to come out of those dried flavors that we've got inside our creamy potato salad. This is ready, setting it aside. If you want to put it in the fridge because it's really hot, by all means do so. We certainly don't want to make people sick. So I'm going to add some radishes into my dish as well, because I like the pop of color. I just think it looks like spring or summer. To me, these little tiny chunks of red really give that potato salad a nice look. We're also going to add in celery. So here we have just one celery rib. Make sure you cut the ends. Of course, it's all washed. And again, because I want bite-sized pieces, I find it's easier just to slice down the middle right off the get-go, and then just give it a good little chop. This will add that little extra crunch to your salad. My potatoes are cooked. You'll notice the handle here, ergonomic. I'm just going to empty out my sink here. We're just going to make sure we have our strainer, and we're just going to tip our water out. Now I need to rush to the golf course, so if you're needing to cool your potatoes quickly so that you can get going for the day, a great way to do this is to put them in an ice bath. So using my round steamer, I'm going to drop these in, cooling them down really quick. And then I'm going to put them back, just going to cool in my pot, because it's triple weighted and it's got aluminum in there. It's going to stay hot for a very long time unless you actually cool it down. So get some cold water in there, chill it a bit because we don't want to heat up. Why are we pouring it back in? Well, because I need to strain it. Okay, my ice cubes have floated to the top, so I've just strained those out. And now, using our strainer yet again, we're just pouring out that cold water that we had our potatoes in. And we are now ready to get our potato salad started. All right, so here's the final result. So how did I get from getting the potatoes to the potato salad? Well, grabbing your bowl, follow these instructions. I thought I was recording and I did not, and I'm not gonna make another recipe because there's only 2 of us. But in the bowl, I put my ice chilled potatoes. I then added my radishes and my celery with the dressing mix. I tossed that in the bowl. Then I added my eggs. Now the reason I added the eggs next is because I don't want my eggs to break up. I sort of want them to still sort of be bound. Some of them are just gonna crumble anyway, especially the yolk. So you toss all that to make it look pretty. You can always add additional things, but before you start topping it, make sure that you grab a trusty fork and taste it and see. Does it need a flavor adjustment? If it does, you can add things like SPG. Now you're gonna get additional flavor because on the top, I just had some additional cut radishes that I set on top. I like that because the color is very vibrant. If you have parsley, great, put it on. If you have green onions, you could use that instead. And of course, we're always gonna make sure that we top with our Better Than Bacon topper. Now, if you're not familiar with this, this is not bacon. You do not need to be cooking this in the microwave or on the stove and splattering everywhere. Instead, this is pinto beans that have the flavor of bacon. It's imitation bacon flavored bits with pinto bean, sunflower oil, salt, yeast extract, and gosh, so delish. So there you go. Sorry you didn't get to see me toss, but this is what it finally looked like. So I am now 19 after. I have to run to the golf course, and it does get better when it's chilled. So cover it up, stick it in the fridge, and when you come back, you're gonna have an amazing potato salad. Take care. Bye for now.